I just hit record. I like how that sound. You're now tuned into All in the Wrist podcast. What's the win without a wrist? Let's get it. Hey, let's get it. It's All in the Wrist podcast. Hey, got a special guest in the building. The hottest artist in the game. The hottest artist in Carolina. And I'm standing on that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So this is special to me. Hey, y'all, what's happening?
What it is, big cuz, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy AR, the 5-starter, checking in with you live and direct from the other side. You know what I'm talking about?
Live and direct from the other side. Hey, it's going down, man. We're going viral right now. You know what I'm saying? This podcast is sponsored by RMG, so make sure y'all go check that out. We on all social media platforms. Let's get it. But, hey, I got an artist in the building. I ain't talking about no rapper. I ain't talking about no R&B singer. I'm talking about somebody that can do everything.
That's real right there, cuz. Appreciate
that. You know
what
I'm saying? We talk about from the lyrics. We talking about from the hooks. We talking about singing. You can so versatile. Like when you where did it all started, man? As far as this music thing, where did it all started?
Oh man, well, honestly and truthfully, man, I've been doing music since I was 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? Since I was a real little jit. You know what I mean? And I just expounded on it from there and kept going, and I just got better and got better. You know what I'm saying? Until one day that motherfucker just exploded and like a volcano.
So when you was 3 years old, did you always know you wanted to be a rapper, or what was the vision for you at 3 when you first heard music?
Because I didn't want to rap at first. I wanted to be an R&B nigga at first, man. I wanted to be an R&B singer. I wanted to sing. My pops and my moms, R.I.P. to both of them, they listen to a lot of R&B music. You know what I mean? So I grew up listening to Mike Jack, Luther, Cameo. You know what I mean? Jeffrey Osborne, Sly and the Family Stone, Parliament Funkadelic. I mean, so, you know, and if you really listen and dissect my music, you can hear a lot of that in there. You know what I'm saying? You can hear everybody I just mentioned in my music.
Boy, we definitely can hit all them artists in your music, man. You know what I'm saying? That's big. Like, coming from where we from, like a talent, it's like, bro, like you had that vision early, because I know, man. You know what I'm saying, we grew up on Pollard Road, like, you know what I'm saying, so I knew when we was 5, you coming up, listen to there you go, Michael Jackson, and we dancing to that in the 90s and stuff like that.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
So how, Michael Jackson was a big influence on you too, though, wasn't he?
Michael Jackson is the biggest influence on me if I'm keeping it all the way a stack. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the greatest of all time, bar none. Ain't nobody messing with Mike. You feel me?
That's how you feel about Mike?
That's how I feel about Mike. You know what I mean? That's all time. Now, if we going to break it down into categories and genres, then we could, you know what I'm saying? But if we going to just go all time, that's how I feel about Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's big, though. But, yeah, we going to take it back to the roots. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you came from and your trial and how it all started back in the South. You know what I'm saying? Tell us about your upbringing, bro.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Simpsonville, South Carolina, by the way of Pollard Road. I'm a 80s baby. You feel me? So I'm a world apart from most of the stuff that's going on today. I grew up in a different time. I grew up in a different world. I'm from the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't from the bricks. I'm from the sticks. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the sticks. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the bottoms and the mud of the sticks on a little country family road called Pollard Road in Simpsonville, South Carolina. And on that road in particular, you know, growing up around there, I met a lot of charismatic, interesting, and sometimes turbulent individuals, but all of it, you know what I mean, shaped me into who I am today, and those experiences sit with me for a lifetime, because, you know what I'm saying?
For a lifetime. Let's give it up for that, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like growing up in the South, man. I know you said Michael Jackson influenced you, but like who else influenced you, man? As far as
Say
the
that
artists
like right
coming
quick,
up.
you know, man. Man, well, like I say, I listen. I primarily listen to a lot of R&B up until probably I was in the 5th, 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? And then said moved to Pollard Road. And said person that got me on rap. You know what I'm saying? Like said used to be on Lil Wayne real stupid hard. And that's why Lil Wayne, my dude, like I was a Wayne fan before everybody else took Wayne and ran with it, bro. Like Wayne got me into rap music. You know what I'm saying? Like my daddy, he listened to Pac and Big and you know what I mean, the stuff that was out at the time, but he really wasn't no big rap person either, so it didn't make a huge impression on me until around that age. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And then we can go back to, so you said at the age of 3, that's when you got inspired, and that's when you knew music was your thing.
My grandma, I was singing around the house, and my grandma said, "You can sing." Okay, you gonna sing on the program. You know, old folk back then call it a program. You gonna sing on the program on Sunday. So Sunday roll around, showed up. She let Miss Robinson know, my grandbaby can sing. Put him up there right quick. Put him on the program. Spur of the moment. I went on the program. She put me on the program, literally. You feel me?
Yeah.
I got up there and sang in front of the church. You feel me? Everybody was, oh my God, that baby can sing. He can sing. I mean, give me candy and whatnot at the church. You know what I mean? So I like that. I like that feeling. You feel me? That feeling right there. It's like, okay, yeah. I like this. You know what I'm saying? I just felt that was for me at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew from that moment right there, I get used to this forever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's big, man. So at that moment, you knew you was gonna become a legend.
I do it. You know what I'm saying? And I just always pursued that and stayed true to that and never lost sight of that no matter what came at me. You know what I'm saying? And today is the result of that.
Let's get us make some noise for that. Make some noise for that. We got AR in the building. It's All in the Wrist podcast. Hey, this is a special episode, man. It's going down in the history books, man.
Yeah.
We going in. We going all the way in. We going digital. We going viral, baby. But yeah, I mean, but like I say, man, I always seen it in you. I know people say you my cousin though, but I know, man, you a special talent. So what makes you like keep going? I know through adversity, through this music thing, it's hard, bro.
It's hard.
You can have
It's
talent, but it's like you got to get the people to listen. And that's the hardest point. Like you can be talented, but people got to listen. You know what I'm saying?
You said, look, you talking a mouthful there because you know how long I've been doing this, bro. Not even aside from like, I've been shout out Shawty Raw, man. Like we've been doing this like on a public scale probably since '04. You know what I'm saying? Now, like outside of, you know what I mean, like, you know, me doing it as a hobby and honing my skills as a youngin'. But I'm talking about like actually dropping music, putting it out there for people to enjoy and critique, you know, taking that risk, all in the risk, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Taking that risk and putting ourselves on wax and putting it out there. We've been doing that stroll about 18 years.
18 years.
18 years. You know what I'm saying? Been doing it longer than that, but on a serious scale, 18 years, 2004. You know what I'm saying? And people was not taking me serious back then at all. Like, I would drop shit that I thought was fire. And my peers, y'all thought it was fire. And it just, I never was able to reach the masses. I don't feel like I really reached the masses until probably, I didn't start getting people's attention into the fire starters. And then I didn't start getting like the masses of people to start paying attention to me to probably Winter Sadness, Summer Madness. And it still wasn't nothing like Franklin Saint. You know what I'm saying? Franklin Saint really is what kicked it off. You know what I'm saying? Franklin Saint kicked it off.
So you remember that first song you ever recorded?
Oh yeah. The first song I ever recorded, like on a serious tip, was a song about a girl. It was called One Bad Apple.
For real?
One Bad Apple. You know what I'm saying? I wrote it about this chick, the little chick I used to be in love with, and she fell in love with the dare officer at school. You remember dare? Back in school, you had a dare. I don't know if y'all had it over. Yeah. The dare officer come there, you know what I'm saying, and teach you about drugs, you know what I'm saying, and how not to do them and don't partake in them and all that shit.
Yeah.
Man, she fell in love with him, and my heart was broke, and I made a song about her called One Bad Apple. And I've been rolling ever since.
Been rolling ever since.
I've been rolling ever since.
Bro, like, I just remember, like, hearing them fire starters. And for y'all who don't know, them fire starters are, like, makeovers of, like, other rappers' songs, right?
Yeah, jacking for beats. You upset the style, kind of like how 50 Cent and Lil Wayne was doing back in the early 2000s. I was inspired by that, and I just started jacking niggas' beats, too.
And it was so special because I'm like, bro, you going off of Lil Wayne tracks.
Jay-Z tracks.
And you are, what, 16, 17 at the time?
Well, I was, the first fire starter, I want to say I was 18. I was 18 with the first fire starter, you know what I'm saying? So, I was young. I was real young, but I had the presence of mind, like you say already then, to be like, I'm gonna rip these beats, and I didn't shy away from them beats. Like, I went off of the Lil Wayne, Oh No. I went off the Jay-Z Threat. I went off the Jay-Z OHOVA, the takeover, baby, ain't on the way. Like, I mean, these is like classic records that the average MC will shy away from.
Mm-hmm.
And I was young.
Young, bro.
And I ate them motherfuckers out.
Boy, you ate them up. And at that time, you recorded, we had the CDs, right?
Yeah, we had the CD.
So I'm listening to this shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, God.
And I feel like at that time, that was what, 05?
That was
06.
06. 06, the first fight starter came out 06. And the second one came out 08. The third one came out 09. And the fourth one came out in 2010.
So at that time, like, what do you feel like that didn't make it pop though? Because you had the music. Like, let's be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you think you knew how to present the music and to I mean, like, what you think? What happened with that? What you think? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like back then we used to do a lot of hand and foot hustling. What I mean by that is, we literally would go post up down in the hood in the district at Mike and Jack's. Me and O'Malley, shout out Bronx, you know what I mean? Bronx the street boy, O'Malley the alley cat. You know what I'm saying? We used to really sit out there and get them off until the man kicked us out of there. You know what I mean? Soliciting, you know what I mean? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Out there getting money, you know what I mean? Sometimes walk out of there $75, $100, you know what I'm saying, off of just CDs and sit on the side of the building and do it. Then, you know what I mean, go down the street and do it, you know what I mean? But we really would pump like that, and when you do it like that, hand to hand, you only go but so far.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's so.
You know, you buzzing within the city and you buzzing within the circle of whoever you gave it to. Now, don't get me wrong. It's been many a person I ran into within the city, and I done met a few cats in the studio. They be like, yo, I met you such and such at whatever, man, and I had a CD, man, and they get to reciting to me the song. Boy, you the dude that had that, so. It was circulating now, but it still ain't like the digital opportunities that these younger cats got now, to where you can just put your shit up online and just shoot for the stars, go viral. The opportunities are limitless. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? And then and now, in my opinion, now you can just say something to do something and go viral and beyond. Back then, you had to somewhat be discovered. You had to be in the right place at the right time.
Know somebody that knows somebody.
Know somebody that knows something. It's still like that, but back then, it damn sure was like that. Especially coming from South Carolina. Greenville Greenville is a growing little budding town now, but
back then,
Greenville was a little small country wreck. You know what I'm saying? And if you know, you know. So we went to Greenville, and the boys from Ricky Prince and Do Dirty, R.I.P. Do Dirty, and Straight Shots, and all them boys, they loved us, man. And they was like, "Boy, y'all boy come from, man? Y'all come from under a rock." Tell them, gut up, man. We used to go to Spoonies and show out, bro. They be like, "Wait, y'all so deep. Niggas got their shirt off, and niggas know all the lyrics." And oh, the energy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Where y'all come? We from Palo Road. We from the country.
Country.
We from the sticks, and they loved it. They showed the respect to us up in the city. That's how I broke into the city. That's how I got into Greenville, was through that opportunity right there.
Let's make some noise for that. Back in, so the hustle was different back then.
Entirely.
You had to go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Go in the studio, print the CDs out, goddamn gonna get it covered, then sell them, and they selling somebody who don't even know who you is at the time.
Yep.
And you just gotta, check this out.
Presentation and oral presentation and salesmanship is the key when doing things like that. You know what I'm saying? Stepping to a person, like you say, you don't even know, not making them feel like, oh shit, like they were, you know what I mean, apprehending them or making them uncomfortable. Coming up to a person like, yo, this is exactly my sales pitch right here. I walk up to, I see somebody, okay, I scope them out for a minute, peep them for a minute, head to toe, watch their mannerism. Okay, all right, walk up on them. Hey, what's up, my man? Yeah, man, ain't nothing, man, out here chilling, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I got these CD though, you feel me, man? I got these CD, man. He being, most of the time the first reaction be like, they either gonna say one, two things. I'm good. I don't really listen to local music like that. Or they gonna be like, they gonna support the enthusiasm and respect the grind. You feel me? So they gonna be like, okay, so what you? So at that point, they want you to explain yourself. You know what I mean? Tell them a little more. Why should they buy your shit at this point? So then my sales pitch always been the same. I say one thing, because I'm the hottest person you finna ever put into your deck. Now that alone. I got a new one these days. I tell them, because I'm the dopest artist in the southeast region of the United States, and you got to hear me. You know what I'm saying? I say something like that, but when you say something so far-fetched like that, you instantly got somebody's attention. It went go from, you had my curiosity, but now you got my attention.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So now they gonna want to. You got to show and prove. So all I need you to do is put my thing in. And even if you don't feel like I'm the dopest artist that you ever heard, you gonna be like, well, I see why the nigga said that he feeling himself though. You feel me? This a bad one. I'm right here.
Yeah.
So, all in all, through it all, I normally win. People are like, you in line, boy, you my favorite artist now. And that's humbling. With all the dope artists that's in the world. And then for a person to tell me I'm your favorite, man, that's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
That confidence, man. Like, people don't understand. A lot of people lack confidence. You gotta believe in yourself first for somebody else to believe in you.
Indeed.
You see what I'm saying? Like, cause if you bringing me something, and if you don't approach me with your sale and you don't believe in yourself, I ain't gonna want to listen to that.
Yeah, you're not, man. If you went to Best Buy and you wanted to buy a Sony television,
bro,
and you wanted to buy a Sony television, you gonna be appreciative of the salesman that came to you and told you about the specs and the pixels and told you about, you know what I'm saying, the dimensions and, and if it's a swivel and if it's a curve, it's all these different things to it. You want that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's important.
Yeah, man, for y'all young hustlers, man, you listen to an artist right now who's telling you how to sell yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what all in the risk is about, man. You gotta sell, you gotta believe, have that self-confidence and sell yourself. You know what I'm saying? So somebody can gonna appreciate the craft you got going on. You dig what I'm saying? Okay, so bang. It was 05. Okay, so now you was selling, you was doing that. We had a buzz. I remember the buzz was crazy.
So
the buzz was crazy. You was dropping projects after project. How many projects you had dropped during that time?
At that point, I think I was on, when we finally got into the city with it, I was on like the Firestarter 3 and Gangsta and the Gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Gangsta and the Gentleman is the album that came out right between, it's a mixtape, not an album. It came out right in between the Firestarter 3 and the Firestarter 4. And that's where Thief in the Night and Do You Ever and a few joints that was on Franklin Saint come from. That's how dope that album was, that I'm still going in the archives and retrieving melodies and hooks and bars from that era and revamping it today. People love it. I mean, people act like it's just, it's untampered gold. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, bro.
Bro, that's classic. That's classic shit. Then if you can go back
Timeless.
to time and it still hit right now.
Timeless folk. Like it's so many of them, man. It's mind boggling. It's a blessing. I can't do nothing but just thank God. Like, you know, like dang, like this is really happening. Like I'm using. I don't. It's my. It's to the point. I got so many songs and I got so much old stuff. I could really just go in that and recycle that for eternity. I could really never write again. I don't have to write anymore. I could go through my old music and compete with niggas in their new music right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I say that confidently. I don't say that in an arrogant way. I just say that from like facts. Like, if I was to drop this stuff and modernize it and maybe put like a small spin on it or something, people gonna like it.
They gonna like it.
They gonna enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm elated, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm elated.
But so at that time, you was working too, boy. Dang, boy, you done dropped at least about 10, 8 to 10 mixtapes and albums.
Check this. I did Fontaine. Shout out, you remember the Fontaine over there, Bernard Cook Malden. That was the Fontaine. We did about 13 songs with him. Never was an official album, but that's a collection. Then we did the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? Kilo in the House. Heated Up. The Firestarter. The Firestarter 1. The Firestarter 2. The Firestarter 3. The Alphabet Boys. That's me and Bronx doing our thing together. That's a whole mixtape. Gangsta and a Gentleman. The Firestarter 4. Then the second Alphabet Boy mixtape, Street Fire. Then 4596. Then When the Sadness of My Madness. Then Franklin Saint.
God, make some noise. Bro, that's why I say you the hardest working man I know, and that's why I believe in you so much. Like, ain't nobody touching you, bro. Like, I feel that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel that. But in that time, though, so we was on fire. And we gonna keep it real. And then I don't know if you had I know personally what went on, but I know you stopped. I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna say you stopped, but you chilled. You know what I'm saying?
The first blow that made me kind of draw back from the music a little bit was when our studio got stole. Mm-hmm. That was the first blow. That was like the first mortal wound that showed me like, okay, Josh, you human. Life don't go the way you expect it to go. Shit happened. I mean, we was rolling. I had a 40-track mixtape. The Firestarter 3 was 40 tracks. You know what I'm saying? Corey, you don't remember coming in that night listening to that 40-track mixtape? The 40-track Firestarter 3, I let y'all, you one of the few people that got to hear it, bro. All y'all, we had a show one night, and all the boys from the Mall came to the studio, and I let them hear it day. It had E-Money on it. I had all of them in there. I had D-Bird, Hook, Gutter, Jared. I had everybody on it. I had Shawty Raw on it. Man, we was on the Gucci Bandana on there, Coel. You remember that joint? We did the Gucci Bandana. That's one of the tracks that didn't make it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It got reduced to 24 tracks out of 40 tracks. You know what I'm saying? And it was so epic because one of the discs was all original beats, and the other disc was all industry beats.
Yeah.
So I was showing you then what I'm showing now, but see, God didn't want it like that. He wanted, because you know what I'm saying, this be real. Like, I was getting ready to really take the game over then before Drake. This is prior to Drake.
Boy, this is
pre-Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could have dropped that F3 the way it was supposed to pre-Drake, I may have been the premier guy that brought the singing and rapping into the modern hip hop. Which I really am, but nobody knows that.
Nobody.
I could scream that forever and a day, and there's no validity or no proof to that. So it holds no weight. You know what I'm saying? But we know. You know what I'm saying? And those mixtapes would have verified that. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, bro. But when he stole it, that was the first blow that kind of made me hang back. We ended up going into another cat. Shout out my man Dutch Red Eye. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He from New York City. We started going over there recording with him, and you know what I mean? He was blown away, man. He was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, y'all crazy. Like, y'all be, then me and Bronx was on our shit then. What you wanna do? Do you wanna make this money? You know, like, they were crazy. We was doing some, so he was just like, yo, this is crazy. What kind of music y'all making, man? And I don't know, man. Without the studio, eventually, slowly but surely, we kind of corroded and eroded. And then everybody kind of got to nickering at each other. Everybody's music was lost. It kind of divided everybody a little bit. You know, in retrospect, I say it did kind of put a fork in everybody. And, you know, it kind of made me fall back. And then I did some soul searching. I started reading a lot and learning about, you know what I mean, the industry and the do's and the don'ts. You know, I won't elaborate too much on it, but I started realizing like how you might need a loophole in order to bring everything to the surface, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I came back in it again when Big Cuz was in the Battle League, and the boy Sully G, shout out to boy Sully G, said my name, you know what I'm saying, and put me in the middle of his little raps and whatnot, and I got up there and had to eat him up on the Battle League. And then when that happened, I was just like, I'm all the way back in here now. Let me go
so
ahead
it was a spark.
It was a spark. It was a series of events, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, all these different things really just made me look at myself in the mirror and be like, Josh, stop running from who you are. This is who you are. You ain't meant to do nothing else. You ain't never been good at nothing else. You ain't no athletic nigga. I could play ball a little bit, but I never was no standout talent. Only reason I played is because you played, and you was my big cousin I looked up to. And if you played ball, you the only big cousin I had on the block. So if you play ball, damn it, I'm finna play ball. But I ain't never want to play no ball. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to rap. I wanted to sing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I really got to being more honest with myself, which is another key thing, everybody, don't waste time in your life doing irrelevant, idle shit. You know what I'm saying? Take everything as a grain of salt and just keep moving. You know what I'm saying? And don't give up on your dream. Don't let nobody deter you. And tell them respect my grind. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a grind.
It's a grind.
It's a grind.
Shout out to that. I'm telling you, like, being successful and getting what you want, it's gonna be hard work, sacrifice, grind, dedication. You know what I'm saying?
Triumph, failure.
Ooh, a lot of failure.
A lot of failure before the triumph.
Cause that's why people might drop 10 albums and that 11th album might hit.
That 11th album be the one that you be like, damn, I should have been listening. And then they want to dig you up and listen at the rest of it. You know what I mean?
But you know what's the good thing about that rap shit though? When you drop 10, 11 albums and then one of them hit, people gonna go back in the archives and listen to that old shit.
Yep.
And they gonna be like,
exactly.
Repeat and reprint, like they gonna be like, gee,
He been raw like
that.
Alex told me that. You know what I mean? Engineer the other night at the studio, he said, yo, you got to send me the old 5 starters. I want to see what you was on before this. And I told him, I said, be cautious, brother. I said, that's fine. You might get in a place where you might be like, well, AR, I like that AR. I get that. But see, that's why I came the way I came with Franklin, because I wanted to show everybody in this F5, I can rap.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Don't ever get it fucked up like I can't rap. Like, what, I just sing? Like, no. I'm going to eat you up. Like, I'm going to eat anybody up, anytime, any place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to eat you. Period. You know what I mean? And I rap. I respect the culture. I respect bars. I respect everything about it. I respect the greats. I've studied. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a ball player or a boxer. Like, I've conditioned myself for this moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've contended. I've hooped. I've lost in playoffs. I've almost went home.
Ooh.
Sat there, sad. You know what I mean? Came back greater. I've done that. You know what I mean? So I got the right to pop my shit.
Got the right.
I got the right.
Let's get it, AR. And let's explain the name, though. Where you get who gave you that name and how that came about?
Well,
I never asked you that though.
That's crazy. I ain't never really been asked that either. But there is a story to it. So pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Like, in high school, I used to be rapping, and I used to write a bunch of joints. And then it was a Puerto Rican cat named Rod Jenemy. You know what I mean? He used to just tell me like, bro, like, yo, bro, you like, bro, you on fire. Bro. Just like you just like this motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought about that and punned off of it and came with the Arson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I really went by the Arsonist. I was the Arsonist. If you get an original starting lineup CD, it say the Mile Long Kilo Entertainment and the Mile Long Street presents the Arsonist. Shawty Raw, Big June, the starting lineup.
Ooh,
That's how it was, right?
Yeah.
So I went from that. I ain't like the Arsonist. I felt like it was too long of a title, so I said, yeah, I'm a trim it to Arson. But then because Shawty Raw started, hey, I got my little cool AR, you know what I'm saying? He just started shouting me out, you know what I mean? Talking this shit on the records before that, so calling me AR. So AR really stuck. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it was AR. You know what I mean? From there, you know what I mean? So
Cause I know you get the AR. That's like on the ready. How you
on the ready? I came up with an acronym for it eventually because it was just, you know what I mean? I kind of had to, but you know what I'm saying? But it's really just AR. You know what I'm saying? I still use the on and ready in there just cause if you know, you know. But it's really just AR, you know what I mean? It's a bunch of puns on it. Abdul Rahman, AR, Red Booty, Red Butler, the, you know what I'm saying, the Duke of Dance, the Prince of Party. I'm like a royal. I got a million titles, you know what I'm
but
saying?
hey, let's keep it real though. Before
titles.
Pusha P got their Red Butlers Pusha P.
Yes, sir.
We gonna give it our way in G now. Hey, I'll give it. Hey, we were pushing that player shit. Red Butler was been doing that. It's Mr. Red Butler. Talk to him about that Red Butler though.
Well, Red Butler is basically like me tapping into my 70s. Like what you asked me initially. Like when I got the name of the people down the list, that's what Red Butler on. Red Butler, he singing a high tenor. He might hit the Maxwell on you, and then he might go back into some Marvin Cease, Bobby Brown. Whoo, ain't no telling what he might do. You know what I'm saying? And women love it. You know what I mean? Women love it. I did a show in Atlanta one time, and a lady got up on the table and took her whole bra off, and spun the shit in the air off Do You Ever. You know what I'm saying? That's when I realized that song had power. That's the moment I realized Do You Ever a motherfucking hit.
It's a hit.
That's a hit. But it's a grown folk hit. It's not for kids. You know what I mean? That's what another thing I like about my music. Like, I got good music, but at the same time, I'm X-rated. I'm like BET Uncut. You got to stay up 3 o'clock in the morning to watch me. You know what I'm saying? The anticipation keep you bubbling. You know what I mean? So I'm just different. You know what I mean? I'm different. I'm different than Drake and Kendrick and Cole. Because I come with a more rawness and a whole street appeal. Plus, I'm nasty with it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm spitting bars, you know what I mean? Like real chop bars, you know what I'm saying? So,
and that's why I feel like that's what they call versatile. Boy, you versatile. That's why I don't consider you a rapper. I say artist. The artist.
Yeah.
AR. Or the artist Red Butler.
Sir.
Cause you do so many things, hit so many pockets when you rap, hit so many flows when you dang on singing that tone. You know what I mean? Bro. Break that down. But you also, what I like about you though, bro, you always saying something. You ain't mumbling nothing. People gonna feel that, cause you always hitting a topic, and that's how I know your skills is writing is immaculate, my boy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's a fact.
Thank you, sir. I got a lot to say on my mind, and I can't always convey it via vocal and oration, so I have to find a way to filter it, and music is my filter system. You know what I'm saying? It's my way of getting all that shit out.
You ever thought about writing a book?
Yeah. When I was younger, I tried a few books. I still got the manuscripts and composition books at the house. I thought about revamping them and trying to do it, but my time is so consumed already, I don't even. But I'm going to do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm going to do it. It's something I really want to do and I need to do. But it's hard. You know, it's only 24 hours in a day, and you're a father, and you got to make music, and that's a whole nother thing, trying to create music that people is going to enjoy. That's difficult within itself too sometimes.
So let's go to the present. So now, Now we went back. We gave y'all back for the old fans out there. We gave y'all, you know what I'm saying, the '05, the 2000, how he came up. But right now, my boy, right now, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, got into you, but you know, went crazy. Dropped Franklin Saint, and I'm telling you, everybody loving it.
Appreciate you, boy.
You know what I'm saying? You came off that thing, Scared Money. Scared Money don't make none.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to set the tone, but I ain't gonna act like I meant to do that on purpose. R.I.P. to our little cousin Darius. You know what I'm saying? When that happened to D that morning, I literally was writing Scared Money in Moonwalker. Like, I was going back and forth between the beats, and my sister called me and told me that, man. I was like, damn. Like, fuck my whole morning up. So, you know, after that, we all went to the family house and whatnot, and I stopped writing. I was in the middle of Franklin at that moment. I stopped writing, and I came back, I want to say, after the funeral. The twins were still down here. Marcus and Mark were still down here, and I came back about 2 days after the funeral, and we went to the studio. Me, Quell, Marcus, Mark, Jared, Cam, said it was epic. Had all of us in there, man, and I did Scared Money and Moonwalker, and it was magical. Like, I went in there and killed it, and I finished the last, I think, like 32 bars of it, and put the Long Live Darius in the end of it in time for the album to drop. And it was so hard, and it was so magical that we was like, yo, me and Quell was like, yo, that's gotta go first on there, bro. That's gotta be number one, bro. Scared Money. And then, ironically, Moonwalker, the other song I was writing, is the last one. So it gave the whole mixtape a different feel, because if you take Scared Money and Moonwalker off the album, it's a completely different album. It's a completely different album. God working mysterious ways, man. That happened, and I was able to put that out, and the way everything just, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. It's a lot of stuff that went into it, bro, and a lot of emotion, and I'm just pleased with it and grateful. That's all I can say, bro.
Hey, it's Long Live Darius forever for y'all who don't know, man. That's our cousin. You know what I'm saying? Died off some senseless violence. You feel me?
Stop the violence.
You know, somebody very special to us. Like, if he was here right now, he'd be right here with us. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Watching it, but I know he watching us right now.
He's smiling, man.
Boy, I know he happy. He got that big backwood and got there laughing and
the big wood in the air. That heavenly gas. You know what I'm saying?
Heavenly gas, bro. We love you, bro. We gonna miss you forever, man. We gonna rep that forever. You dig?
Yes, sir, man.
So yeah, we got it. So we got that Franklin say. So you drop that Scared Money. Then we'll come after that. 6 a.m. in Dallas.
6
come after that.
6 a.m. in Dallas.
Bro, when you hit that pocket, I said, bro, a star.
Right, 6 a.m. in Dallas is crazy too, because I was in Dallas when I wrote it, and me and June we was out there. You know what I'm saying? We was chilling, and I just was so engulfed by the city. Early in the morning, man, 6 a.m. in Dallas, I started jotting it down, and bro, that's the song, bro. Like, everything with me, I write my music from real life experiences and things that go on. It be simple stuff too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just telling somebody that at the studio the other night, be like, the simplest stuff I think it was Quell, I'd take a simple moment, a simple thing in time, and just turn it into an entire song. A stitch in time is a song. And that's a song that you're going to bop to, a song that you're going to love, a song that you're going to remember, and it's going to create memories and be played God knows how many times. I think that's amazing to be an artist and be able to do that and create.
Well, that's what I was saying about your writing ability, how you can jot something down on that pad and go in that studio and make thousands of people listen and relate and command everybody's attention through that song, bro. That is something special. You had to, was that like talent God given, or you had to work and keep writing and keep writing? How was that? You know what I'm saying? How
I
was
say it was God given because remember at 3 I went into church and did it, and ladies reacted almost the same as the thousands react now if they tuned in with me. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and act like people, the thousands that are tuned in, love it. But at this stage in artistry and trying to build a career, I've heard a lot of people speak on it. That's quote unquote big time artists. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult to get people to tune in to you. You know what I'm saying? It is taskful. That's why I'm confident that I'm doing it, because you know every time I go somewhere, every time I do something, I leave an impact. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, yo, I'm finna check you out. Like, you know what I mean? I'm finna tune into you tonight.
But explain how that feel though. Like when somebody who haven't listened to you, but then when they see you and they say, damn, boy, that damn Franklin Saint was out the chain, bro. How that make you feel, bro?
It's humbling. It's humbling. Like especially considering, like I say, that I always didn't get that, bro. I always felt like I was above average with it. But for me not to get noticed, that can be frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That can be frustrating. So now it's like for folk to be giving me my just due and really be tuning in to me and listening to me and listening though and really listening. Like what you was 6 a.m. in Dallas and say, when you're down on your dick bad and it seem you can't hit bad and you're looking for some get bad, don't fuck around with it. Go ahead and cop a big bag, open shop with a... It's inspirational. All I'm saying through those bars is when everything feel like it's closing in around you and you down on your shit and you can't hit back, don't get mad. Go flip that shit. Come back stronger. And you be surprised how many people tell me that's their favorite part of that song. Like they just be, you know how it, boom, that shit drop, and then it be just, bruh, that shit it's powerful. Sometimes I don't even believe it's me. Sometimes I listen to this shit and I be like, Josh, that ain't even you.
What? Hey, I know that when I was in the studio with you, bro, you listen to that shit. We listened to it and you went in late and shit, and you come back out and you
It's like-
reacted how we reacted.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, sometimes that shit be like, yo, it's a vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when I step in there and I put them headphones on and I get in there, it's crazy. It's almost like an out of body experience. I don't want to seem too creepy or too extra with it, but it's really like an out of body experience. It's literally like something comes over you and you just go there.
So you get in that studio and you put them headphones in and you can't see nothing or nobody.
I close my eyes, I put on these shades, you know what I'm saying, and I think about life. I put myself in the place I was when I was feeling that. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm hurt, I put myself to the pain. Like that song, I saw you in my dream last night. Man, you see the pain? When you listen at them first 2 or 3 lines, you can hear the anguish, the pain, the frustration, because I put myself there so I can convey that through me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And like, I couldn't always do that. Now, that's the part that goes back to the other question you asked when you said that's the part I had to work on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The God-given part was just the innate ability to be able to go out there and do my non-natural thing and people like it. But to be able to do it to a point where I can put all my emotion into it and I can put all that, that took time.
That took time.
That took time. You know what I mean? Because I had to figure out, once again, like, who I was, what I was doing it for. Why I was on the mission. Like, and that's why I like my music as well, because I don't rap for the same reason other cats rap. Of course, I want the money out of it. You can keep the fame and the prestige. I'd rather be rich than famous. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be comfortable. I'd rather put all y'all on the motherfucking jet and fly us out and not be known by nobody. We just be some regular niggas' faces in the crowd. That'd be ideal life for me. In contrast to us being in the crowd, everybody like, oh, yo, come here. Can I get an autograph? Can I get it? And then, you know, somebody trying to do the RIP like they did the boy PNB Rock.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? With fame comes hate. With hate comes death.
Bro.
And that's just how I seen things in my life. That's most of the situations from the deaths draw from hate.
From hate, ain't it?
From hate,
And that's crazy. Like,
jealousy, envy.
and with the stage of rap right now, it's so crazy. Like,
There's too much money in it for that.
it's way too much. Hip hop artists are getting the most money they ever got, but they are dying at a high, rapid pace.
But maybe that's why. Maybe they dying at a different pace because it's so much more money in it now. Like, think about it. Like, okay, in the 90s and the 80s, it was probably more quote unquote killers. You know what I'm saying? So you say, but you could debate that because now these little motherfuckers killing just the same. And now they got more of a cause, even though it's a fucked up cause. If a nigga hungry and you walking around with all this jewelry on, you know what I'm saying? You walking around with all this jewelry on and stacks on deck. You just like raw meat in a room full of lions. You know what I'm saying? That's raw meat in a room full of lions. And it's fucked up, but you just gotta move smooth. You gotta be different out this motherfucker, man. Cause this shit is real. You only got this ain't no video game, man. You ain't got 5 lives now. Now you got 1 life.
And you know what's so crazy when I listen to these rappers and they be like, you got to get your rapper starter kit. You got to get the chain, the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be you know what I'm saying? People got to know you a rapper. But that be the thing that get people knocked off, though. That's the tricky part. Like, that's real tricky, though, right?
I done asked myself a few times, like, you know what I mean, being a real nigga that I am, you know what I mean, being my father's son, I ain't finna tuck my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no pussy. Like, I'm not scared of the next man. But on the flip side, I'm not tucking it, but not wearing it at all. Like, you don't necessarily gotta wear your bust down pieces and your pieces that cost a lot of money when you going in the general pop with the ignorant of niggas.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's just smarts, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just smarts. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on how you look at it. But I'ma wear my shit, but I ain't finna be all out in the middle of all these ignorant ass hungry niggas either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma move smooth out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's the best I can, God willing, and I'ma eat around a more sophisticated brand of individuals who are ambitious and want things out of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not getting ready to hang around motherfucking vultures. I'd have been like I think I told you that the other day. I've been around the vultures too long. Cause, I've been around the vultures too long to go back to their ass. What sense that make?
But see, you got a specific type of niche that you trying to persuade, that you trying to give off is Arson. It ain't just about the gangster rap.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Your image is way different.
Way deeper, way different. But where a dude like me straddles the line, this is why I made the comparison earlier. I'm not a backpack rapper. Even though I'm not a gangster rapper, I'm a real cat. I live a real life. I do real shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to separate the two. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really, honestly and truthfully want to just do this full time with my life. You know what I'm saying? And that will, if I was ever blessed enough to be able to do it full time, I feel like I would never tiptoe my feet back into the streets or you know what I mean? Because why?
Yeah.
Why do that? That's the point I was making earlier. Like, I mean, I get it. You want to go back to the hood and you want to eat Roscoe's, but get you a chef. Get them to make you some shrimp and some you know what I mean? Chef that shit up for you right at the crib while you can smoke your wood with your lady and look over the fucking view. But that's just me personally. Everybody's different.
But I was saying the same thing, but somebody had, I don't know if this is a fact or not. Is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, is that a black business? Is that black owned?
I'm not sure.
But somebody was making the point of they wanted to go support their people. I don't know if it's black owned or not. You know what I'm saying? If you want, you know what I'm saying? You want to support that. It's black owned. Put money back into that.
It's sad that you can't even give back to your people though without the apprehension of that kind of shit going down.
It's sad. You gotta even. That's the first thought you think of though.
Yeah.
Like if I'm up here and if I go back down and try to help or put money in or do whatever, I gotta think of the robbers and jackers. I gotta think of that. I gotta be armed and ready and protected.
You know what I'm saying? Hence the name. That's why I say, you know, you got to stay on and ready, and it ain't even no gangster shit or no boastful shit. It's a protection thing. Like, you got to make sure that you protect yourself at all times. You know what I mean? I used to box. You know what I mean? You got to have them hands up. Protect yourself at all motherfucking times.
You know
what I'm saying? You got to protect you. If you ain't going to protect you, who the fuck finna protect you? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man. Come on.
Come on, man.
Definitely not.
So, okay, we dropped that Franklin Saint. So, let's talk to him now about these next projects you finna drop. Like, it's finna get crazy. It's finna get dark for you niggas out here. I'm telling you, it's all in the Risk podcast. It's finna get dark. Hey, y'all finna drop some crazy shit.
Man, we getting ready to go crazy, man. We got Firestarter 5 and Marcus Graham coming out double disc together. You know what I mean? It should be out to you in late October. You know what I mean? Because I'm prepping you. That's my birthday gift to myself, is dropping that double disc. You know what I'm saying? November 13th, Scorpio season in the motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying?
Scorpios. Got a present for you.
The nasty Scorpio. The stinking Scorpio. We here, baby. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. So we gonna drop that, and then we gonna hit you right before the Christmas Eve with the Winter Sadness Summer Madness. You know what I'm saying? You will be getting that on Christmas Eve. You know what I mean? And so we gonna end the year out strong. You know what I'm saying? It will be enough Arson digitally on every platform for everybody to enjoy. You'll have 4 or 5 different projects to skim through and enjoy if you.
Let's go. So we got you. I know y'all bumping that Franklin Saint. I know that's going crazy. They dropping that Firestarter 5. But I'm telling you, I done heard previews of that, and that shit going crazy. Y'all gonna love that. Y'all gonna bump that till 2023. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
And then you got what you call it?
The Marcus Graham.
Okay. Marcus Graham. Let's explain that title, because I know everything you drop, it's always a meaning and subject behind it.
It's a theme. I like to have themes with my album and my album names. You know what I mean? So you already more or less know what you getting into when you listen to my work. You know what I'm saying? You know, okay, he gave me Marcus Graham. And you may not know who Marcus Graham is, but Marcus Graham is from the movie Boomerang. Mm-hmm. Homework for y'all. If you got Prime Video, $2.99. Hopefully you got it. Go order Boomerang. You know what I'm saying? And watch it tonight, so you can familiarize yourself with Marcus Graham and the character I'm talking about, because I see a lot of myself in Marcus Graham. Marcus Graham is a smooth, fly, debonair motherfucker that likes women. He's a womanizer. And, you know, his only thing is he just can't seem to keep it in one place. You know what I'm saying? He can't seem to keep it in one place. And eventually he meets a woman who gives him a dose of his own medicine. You know what I'm saying? And then she kind of strings him along and doesn't care for him the way he feels like he needs to be cared about. So, you know what I mean? He goes through an emotional warpath, and then he comes back to the conclusion, and he's kind of in a love triangle between the two women. And it's a great movie, and it's a lot of toxicity and a lot of craziness and a lot of love and a lot of passion and a lot of romance and a lot of comedy, and I feel like all those things apply to my life. So therefore you got Marcus Graham.
Ooh, so Marcus Graham. And for the ladies, and the men of for the fellas that are going through things. If you a dude, man, if that's your vibe, you know what I'm saying? Some cats like R&B. You see Tank them got the R&B Money podcast going on right now.
Exactly.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, some cats, I'm like that to a degree. Remember I told you I didn't listen to rap until a certain time in my life. So hopefully it'll be some cats that really dig it too, you know what I'm saying? But if that ain't your flavor, then that L5 for you. If you want to hear me with the punches and the bars and the other shit, then you know what I'm saying, that's for you.
Yo, did y'all just hear that? We double diss the Firestarter 5. If you want that rap, I'm talking about that rap, Firestarter 5. But if you want that vibe, that R&B, cuz what you call it?
that love making music, that old folk music, that grown folk music.
You know what I'm saying?
That music that you gotta put your deep voice on for, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk to it like that, make it rumble.
So
Vibrate that thing.
That music where you just you know what I'm saying? You just feel it. You ain't even gotta talk to put that in. You know what I'm saying? Your lady gonna say she gonna know you on one that night.
He on one. He listening to this shit. This nigga want some. This nigga on one. I'm telling you. Hey, I have partners. Shout out my man TC and them, man. They told me, they say, yo, boy, hey, boy, I done got some butt off Franklin Saint, boy. Like, why you playing? Boy, I done got there. Franklin, and then that's all I do it for, man. Is for people to enjoy it, for you to have a good time. Relations with your lady. No fighting, no arguing, no violence. That ain't what my music for. I want you to chill. I want you to vibe. I want you to put some weenies on a fire and some burgers on a fire and take shots and hug your loved ones and go chill with your lady afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You can do all that drill shit with them other niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't drilling nothing but some.
So yeah, man, Carolina boy. So why you feel like ain't nobody? So why you feel like ain't nobody broke like hit the mainstream in South Carolina? We gonna separate the two because people think North Carolina and South Carolina. Nah, that shit is a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. When we out of state, we gonna say it's the same. But you know what I'm saying?
Bleep right there,
South and North is different because we don't know what they got going on in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? But in South Carolina, we feel like ain't nobody just really popped that mainstream yet.
Yeah.
Like, what you think? Why you think that is though? Cause I know you finna do it though.
Cause I feel like it's because
Voice for the South.
Okay, on the 5 star to 5. Okay, this is a great way for me to dissect one of my lines on the 5 star to 5. Okay, on the In a Minute Lil Baby freestyle, I got a line that say, "Where everything began, but yet they pass us on the map." Now it's a quick bar. And it rhyme, and the rhyme scheme but everything I say has meaning. No bar doesn't have meaning. So when you listen to AR, listen to everything he said. You know what I'm saying? Try to dissect what he meant. What I meant by that was, where everything began, but yet they pass us on the map, is we, as South Carolina, we are the birthplace of the black experience in America.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Charleston Ports is the first place where Africans came to the United States. There's been a few other ports, but you know Charleston was the main port.
Talk to her.
You know what I mean? So most people's ancestry in their background come from Charleston via South Carolina. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? And that's heavy. So I'm from where everything began, but yet they passed us on the map. So now it's like we can't even get no shine. We can't even get nobody to pay us no attention. Nobody really. And at the same time, we got people, because we starting to get a little bit of folk. You know what I mean? But we just can't get nobody to break through on a musical standpoint. But I say this here, and I'm going to say this on every podcast and every time I can. Ja Morant, Zion Williamson. Shout out my homegirl Danielle Brooks, you know what I'm saying? I went to middle school with her, you know what I'm saying? Know her all the way up through high school. She play on Orange is the New Black, you know what I'm saying? And she getting ready to be in The Color Purple with Oprah. Big shit. She from Simpsonville.
Big shit.
You know what I'm saying? Big shit. Shout out her. All y'all, we got a few, man.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Don't forget about the WNBA champion, what's her name? Asia Wilson now.
Oh, she from the CAC.
What? Big CAC, like Big Carolina. 803.
I ain't know this.
You feel me? Las Vegas Aces. They just won that thing. She put on too.
That's shout out her. See, look at me and my ignorance. I ain't even know she would see that's as South Carolinians, we gotta get together. Yeah, this is real. Like we don't even, it's so scarce. We so scarce, we don't even know who each other is, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy. So I'm saying all that to say, all we gonna need is for one of them, Charlemagne, another good one. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck I forget him?
Yep.
The liquor got my brain going there well. But, you know what I mean? We got so many South Carolinians right now. All we need is for one of them to reach down here in the ruts and pull one of them like myself up. Yes, you know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, hey, I see you, South Carolina. Because I'm speaking from those in South Carolina without a voice, from those in South Carolina that want to get out of here. You know what I mean? Some people complacent with South Carolina, but a lot of people hate it. And for good reason. You know what I mean? South Carolina is the most pro and con place I've ever seen. And I've traveled to a lot of different places and been blessed to see a few different places. And South Carolina is its own thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why South Carolina has not blown yet, because people in South Carolina are jealous, and South Carolina don't got no unity and you know what I mean? Okay, I put it like this, cuz this is why South Carolina ain't on. Okay. Everybody with ears and eyes can see that I'm the forerunner. I should be the guy that you take a gamble on with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Pound for pound, for what it's worth.
Your work speaks for itself.
My work speaks for itself. I'm tailored. I'm ready. Shoot me off. But you know how many cats have their own agendas, or not saying they owe me anything or they entitled to do nothing, but all you got to do is just support.
That's it.
You ain't got to give me no money. You ain't got to do shit like that. All you got to do is acknowledge and be like, yo, shout out to boy AR, the 5-star, you know what I'm saying? I see you out there doing your motherfucking thing right now. I done heard the Franklin sing. That shit is Mac motherfucking Nificent, nigga. That's all you got to do.
That's it.
That's it.
No money.
And look, if because it's 1,000 of these motherfuckers rapping anyway, if 1,000 of them motherfuckers said that singular sentence right there, shit, where the fuck will we be? You see me, I've been shouting motherfuckers out the whole interview.
Whole time.
The whole interview. I deny myself. I always shout out other people. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I mean? But other people, they don't live like that. They don't think like that. They don't move like that.
So that's the key. So it's like everybody got to get on one accord.
You got to deny yourself. You got to deny yourself.
Humble yourself.
Yep. You got to deny yourself.
And acknowledge other peers, your other peers around you, that they working. And it's no competition, because ain't nobody got on yet, bro. Because then once that one person get on, and now we can rep for South Carolina, and then we can go do a feature with this person out here in the South. You know what I'm saying? Do a feature with this. Go on this podcast. Go over here and go to this restaurant and show love. And it's up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It should be like that. It should be. But people are afraid to. It's almost like they feel ashamed. Like they feel lesser than if they acknowledge or share or shout out. You know?
But that's why All in the Wrist podcast, this is what it's about. Like, I'm gonna make it cool to like, share, and comment on everybody else that come on the platform, and we gonna market you right. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We got AR. We finna market him all the way up. You know,
appreciate you.
You feel me?
Like,
we got so much contact with you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's up. Like, I believe in you, bro.
Hey, man, that's love, man. That's love. And likewise, I believe in you, man. And I'm proud of you, man. What you're doing big things, and you know what I mean. Keep your foot on their neck and applying that pressure game, you know what I mean? The long live Debo Apollo Road way. You know what I mean? I told you before, but I want to say it so the world hear me say that bro, you, like I say earlier, bro, I ain't have no, I'm the oldest on Apollo Road, you know what I'm saying? And until I met my other big cousin, Shawty Raw, later on, I was the oldest over there. You feel me? So when Corday was on the block, that was my only big cousin, you know what I'm saying? So I always looked up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I always looked up to you, and I'm proud of you, and to see you doing your thing, and the love is just, you feel me?
Bro, love you, bro. Real talk. We gonna goddamn go. Cause you gotta go to the studio in a minute. What time it is? Let me see what time it is. You get ready to go to what time?
I'm supposed to go to that motherfucker and finish something up, but what time it be? I don't even know.
It's 8:17.
Ooh, we might be squizzy.
You wanna wrap this thing up, or you wanna hit it with this ball? You ready for that, or you?
Yeah, we gonna wrap it up with that thing. We gonna hit him up. No, we ain't gotta wrap it up. Man, look, we gonna hit him with that thing right.
Hit him with that thing. You ready, cuz?
Hit him with that thing, man.
Ooh, y'all, we finna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. We got AR in the building. Like, it's magical right now. You feel me? Let me play some of this let me get right. Let me play some of this. Yeah, y'all hear this. Let me get right for a second. We gonna play a little bit of this before I get my mind right. Let me get the mind right. You dig what I'm saying? All in the Wrist Podcast. Your host Cardi. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. RMG in the building. Arson in the building. Shot Rock was hitting. You know what I'm saying? See, good was good. Hey, Apollo Road was good. Long live Darius forever.
Scam money don't make none. Long mile don't need. How the fuck you gon' need if you don't say nothing?
We got the man in here.
And I been smoking sign, I been sipping more. Doing what I wanna, cause them niggas know that. Asking baby girl if she tryna go, yeah. Trying not to slide, gonna things away. I part the water like Moses. Get the drugs out in doses. The way I break a bitch, make a bitch do what I told her. You think she under hypnosis? I'm on a different type of time, but I'm clocking. You better time it like a stopwatch. I got a Gen 5 Glock that holds 17 shots with 10K in a lockbox. I'm so humble, but let me brag a minute. And I would if I had a minute. This only take a second. I get so much money, I take off the Sabbath nickel. Frankly saying I got them old bucks.
Old
From
bucks.
the bottom, then I rose up. Dirt pole crying out of him and mud.
Then one day I ran into the Spanish plug.
And I came up off that fish scale.
The type of shit that make us snitch down.
A sickness that won't get well.
I used to throw the pennies in the wishing well. Now I chop an ounce, I might flip a bell. Get my bitch to move it, she don't kiss and tell.
Okay.
Spanish bitch, she sippin' on that Zinfandel. Told her bring a pussy, don't forget the scale.
Zulu, I ain't fucking with you.
Peon.
Pray for me to fall and get your refund. I seen this shit before
Like it's a rerun. I seen this shit before like it's a rerun. Somebody reach out the realm run.
Tell them that I won't Angie. Talk shit and back everything up.
Okay.
Now these nigga can't stand me.
But
Yeah.
damn it feels good to be here.
Damn, it took a lot to get here.
Sure did.
I'm telling you.
Took a few shots to get here. I sacrificed a lot to get here.
And I tried my best to do it. No recoupment or restitution.
Yes, sir.
Nigga, I'm the best to do it.
Mic check, nigga, let me prove it. Yes, I
Yes, sir.
got a 1970s movie. Cocaine disco groove it.
She brought stacks, yeah, so I love Lucid. Brought stacks, yeah, I love Lucid.
Yes, I
Wake up in the morning,
rub the coal out.
Okay.
my heat and zip my hoodie,
Cause it's cold out.
yeah, I'm on the side, I
I
feel
feel
like
like go out.
Hit it for some yeah, and wanna
Hold
Smoking on my gas with my dick sucked. Pussy dripping cause I keep that blick tucked. Never sucked a nigga with some big bucks.
Now,
Swallow every drop and
then she get fucked. Brought me to the bone like I was Fletcher, man.
Okay.
Then I took off on him, I'ma catch a plane.
Yeah.
No more work, ain't settle for no lesser game. Me and my Apollo Road pressure gang.
Pose to the game, I'ma marry it.
Yeah,
Hand it off the torch and I'ma carry it.
for sure.
I do the niggas dirty with this Harriet.
45.
Blowing pressure, long live.
Darian.
Propose to the game, I'ma
Say it
marry
again, cuz.
Hand it off the torch and I'ma carry it.
Uh,
I do the niggas dirty with this Harriet.
Long live Darian.
Hey.
Long live Debo. We miss you, nigga. We love you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We down here, man, trying to live it up for you, my boy. 100 done.
100 done, boy. We love you, boy. But we finna get in this bag, though. We got what y'all want. You feel me? We got what you need. We got AR in the building. We finna spit these, bro. Hey, we finna get crazy. Let's go viral.
Ain't nobody doing this shit like me, big cool.
Ain't nobody doing this shit, cuz. I'm telling you, let's give them a little sneak peek of this real shit that you finna drop on their ass. Firestarter 5. Drop it soon, man.
Go ahead, cuz.
You ready, cuz? Say no more. Let's get it.
Yeah. Her toes did, she spread them bitches out across my chest. I ain't use no tongue, but she gave him a peck. Gave him half a zone, he gave me a tech. The fam never got justice but gave him a check. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm with my evil twin that I can't sit beside. Gave the boy the knife, he tried to stick inside. Only little night, I gave the fire. I'm super southern like my chicken fried. She gets submissive when that dick inside. And who am I to tell her no? She want it raw, I tell her no. I tell her suck until I go, oh. These niggas really bitches living like Medea. So I'm smacking bitches on some Ike and Tina. She hit the ceiling if I try to leave her. Say she a vegan but she bit the wiener. Even a bullet couldn't stop a dreamer. My hopes be higher than the opera singer. I hit the shot lights and that from how you seen her. That country girl sipping country gold Medina. But don't you hold that against her, cause she came up filthy and Rent was trying to rinse her. Sooner or later convinced her if she only joined the team. And people call that pimping but they never coined a thing. I waited once but never waited twice. I analyzed my hand but then I played it right. Smack my card on the table, snatch my money off the surface, told them stop me if they able.
You're not.
I've been on them shrooms real late at night. They beat that pussy up like a Vegas fight. The cost of business is to pay the price. Now they ask me can I stay tonight. You make me this way, and I can't blame. Drunk nigga talk tonight.
Fire thought of 5. I'm telling you, better go cop that. The hottest shit in the Carolinas, man. We screaming that, man. All in the wrist media, we popping that. Fucking that shit up.
Pressure gang. Shout out my cousin DJ with the original drip. All that, nigga, we out here, baby. You know what I'm saying?
All that, nigga. We going in. Make sure y'all follow your boy AR on all social media platforms. Make sure you go cop that motherfucking freaking Saint, nigga. If you ain't got it, then you too late. Motherfucker, catch up. Cause when this Fire Starter 5 drop, boys finna go crazy.
Crazy.
We out of here, man. All in the wrist, nigga. What's the win without a motherfucking wrist, nigga? God bless.
God bless.